Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi. Okay, so we're going to go for 9 minutes and then we're going to break for Maghrib. So what I'll start with doing is plugging this thing in so you can see. So what I'll start with doing is summarizing what we went over just now. We spoke about heavy and light. And we mentioned that an ism can be heavy or it can be light. And we said by default a heavy ism is what? An ism that ends in una, ina, ani, aini, or it ends in tanween. And we said that by default an ism is considered heavy unless proven light, meaning there has to be a reason for it to be light. Now the reason that it will be light, we mentioned what later? Was that? What's the reason? Depends on flexibility. Reason depends on flexibility. And light, it either lacks one of the two things. Number one, the first thing that it can lack is that the noon is missing at the end, una, ina, ani, aini, or it does not end in tanween. It does not end in tanween. And it has only one harak at the end. And then we also mentioned that an ism will be light when it is mudaf, and we don't know what that is yet. Now, what did we mention? We mentioned a couple of things. That's a lot. Here we go. That's heavy or light, right? So we went through what heavy and light is. We also mentioned that when an alif lam comes at the beginning of an ism, the tanween drops. The tanween drops. Now, flexibility, which is a study of to what extent an ism status can change, i.e., what will make it heavy or light? The reasons of heavy and light. Rename that. The reasons of heavy or light. The first category we mentioned were fully flexible isms, American citizens, and by default we said what? They can be raf'a, nasab, or jar. Now I'm going to go down. Non-flexible isms. By default, you don't know their status, right? You don't know their status by just looking at it. There are other ways to figure out the status, but we don't know. And thirdly was partly flexible words. Wait, where do you go? Third was partly flexible words, which we said that it can be rafa or nasab, but cannot be jar in plain sight. Now, can it be jar? Yes. In plain sight with a kasra? No. And it will always have, it'll always be light and never have tanween. We mentioned that. Now going back up, fully flexible isms. What type of isms are fully flexible? Number one, any ism with tanween. Number two, any three-letter name. Number three, Arab prophets, specifically, or Arab names. Number four, isms with alif lam. Anything with alif lam is considered fully flexible. Good. Number two, non-flexible isms. They are illegal aliens. You don't know their status by just looking at the word. You don't know the status by just looking at the word. So we said that any ism ending in alif maqsura is considered non-flexible. And third, partly flexible isms. What type are they? Non-Arab names. And what was the second one? I think it got taken off. Specific places. That's what we went over. Now, go to, everyone has the sheet? I gave it to everyone? Good. Let's go over the sheet. Vocab sheet number 2. This is not in your book. I don't know why. It got deleted somehow. So I just printed it out to give it to you guys. Okay, let's read. Every single nafsun, individual, is striving to get to Jannah, paradise, after its death. Through doing good deeds, we will receive barakah, blessings, in this life and the hereafter. We need to always keep in mind that there will be a yawm, a day, where each ruh, each soul, will have a liqa'un, a meeting with their Lord, where their hisab will occur, their accountability will occur. Each person will either get their book in their yaminun, in their right hand, or their shimalun, in their left hand, based on how they live their lives in the world. Their jaza'un, their reward, will either be given through nuhur, rivers. I want you to circle rivers, okay? Not river. It's the plural. Nuhur is rivers. Now next to it I wrote nahrun, naharun, nahar, which is the singular, but you're not responsible for that singular word. I just wrote it for the meaning's purpose. Through rivers, plural. So if you write river on the exam, I will mark it wrong. Their jaza will either be through nuhud, which will be enjoyable, or the nar, the fire, which will be alim, which means painful. A good life in Allah's obedience leads to sururun, leads to happiness in this life and the akhirah, the hereafter, while a life in sin and transgression leads to a iqab, leads to an iqab. Iqab is chastisement. 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 You could put punishment, but it's because iqab may not necessarily be punishment. Iqab could just be, for example, you do something bad at work and your boss, takes you to the side and gives you a good talk out and makes you feel bad. He technically chastised you. He didn't give you a punishment. He didn't fire you. He didn't cut your salary. It's more of a warning. An iqab is a much deeper warning. Much deeper warning. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a break here because it is Salah time. So we'll come back right after the Salah. And yeah, that's that. Take a pause. All right, let's do this. Okay. Bismillah wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. We're going to go ahead and take a look at chapter 3, number. So we went over that. We're going to go ahead and start looking at the number of the ism. So in the English language, what are we used to when it comes to the number? We're used to there being what type of words? Singular words and plural words. That's it, right? We don't know anything between. In Arabic, it's similar, except there are some more categories. Singular words are singular, and there's one more category, which is dual. And you've already been exposed to that. And that refers to what? Two of something. More than two refers to plural. And then there are certain types of plurals. There are two types of plurals. There are sound plurals, and then there are broken plurals. And we're going to go over that today, right now. So for singular plural, or for singular words rather, it means what? There's how many of them? One. Quite straightforward. Now, when it comes to singular words, you can tell how, if it's singular, something singular, 95% of the time you can tell if it's a singular word if there's a tanween on it. And the reality is that 95% of words that have tanween are considered singular nouns, and the other 5% of those words are considered broken plurals. Okay? They are considered broken plurals. What are broken plurals? We'll discuss it below. Now when it comes to dual words, can you guys see this in the back? Do you want me to make it a little bit bigger? I'll make it a little bit bigger nonetheless. There you go. Now dual words refers to two of something. Nothing more, nothing less. And you can easily find out a dual noun if it has what type of ending? Or ani or any, right? And you know it's a dual, and that's it. There's no other way to find a dual word. Meaning that if it's going to be dual, it has to be what? End in ani or any. Okay? For example, udhunaini, 2 ears. Yadaini, 2 hands. Rijlaini, your 2 feet. And then the third group are plural words. Now it refers to 3 or more objects. That's the main thing. But to properly understand this, you need to break it down further. So the first type of plurals are sound plurals. Sound plurals can be broken down into masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine. I don't know why this is not here. And you guys can write this in. Oh, that's why it's not there. You're supposed to write it in. For masculine, what are the endings for the plurals? You know this already, right? Una and ina. Masculine endings. Now, how about sound feminine endings? Atun and atin. Atun, atin. Una, ina, and atun, atin. So those are the first type of plurals. Now let's begin to highlight this a little bit better. Number. Oh, by the way, status has been completed, and that's the hardest part of this course. So you just completed the hardest part of this course. Congratulations. Buy yourself a cookie. Number. How many forms are there? 3 forms. First form is singular. Then plural has how many categories? First one, sound plural. Sound plural has how many types? 2. First one is? Second one is? Good. And the second type for the plural? Broken plural. Alright? Broken plural. Sound plural. What is a sound plural? Let's define it. Ends in either una, ina, atun, or atin. And then what do we say for masculine? It ends in muslimuna or muslimina. And for feminine, muslimatun or muslimatin. One of those two. And then there are broken plurals. There are broken plurals. Now, believe it or not, broken plurals only apply to what? Only apply to plurals. It sounds like I'm being repetitive, but it's really important to understand that. It only applies to plurals. Do not mix it up. Actually, you know what? I forgot to introduce the chart to you guys. So hold on. We're going to hold off on broken plurals. Take out a sheet of paper that you can write on and a pen or pencil. We're going to create a chart. Okay? Okay? Actually, you guys are going to write the chart. I'm going to type it. Where did you go? Okay. Hold on. Don't start copying anything yet. Black. No color. Okay. If this will work with me, 1 second. What's going on here? You gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Insert row above. There you go. Okay, now you can start copying it. This chart is going to be extremely important for your study of the Arabic language.
4 columns.
Sorry, yeah, so 4 columns, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 4. 4 by 4 chart. We're going to memorize this today. Now the fun part of our course begins. And then after this, what's up? Bigger? Okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember I said, oh yeah, so after we're done with this, I'll announce our exam dates. First exam is this Friday.
No.
Exactly. But you have an exam on Friday. That's what the thing was. So you still have to come, but there's no class. Unless you have another arrangement already.
No.
Okay.
I already decided.
Huh?
Already have the azima.
Oh, okay.
No.
Do you guys need a chair? Do you just like sitting under tables and looking at me like you're gonna attack me? No? Okay.
Is this gonna be an email of notes?
You still have to write it because you're gonna need to write in this class. Maybe I won't send it. Who knows?
Not all of us can write
I don't know if I can write this.
The idea is to break you into writing Arabic, so you shouldn't be. You should take. There's a second course I teach for Saf. It's basically immersion, writing immersion. So you learn to write Arabic without wanting to write Arabic. So you're just forced into the position. It's 3 down. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
I'm sweating.
You're sweating?
So hard.
Let me see if it's quieter. Make it easier for you. Remember this? Not too long ago?
Assalamualaikum.
What's that?
How you guys doing? Learning?
Right.
Good stuff.
How's Dallas?
Awesome.
Yeah, I was there for
I was
4.
TAing actually for QI.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Herbert. Available, obviously.
Yeah.
Still on charge. Have they memorized it yet?
They're gonna right now.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm about to quiz someone.
Yeah. If you want, you can after they memorize it.
You will start on Surah An-Nur, man.
Huh?
You will start Surah An-Nur.
Okay.
Commandment.
Who's done?
Almost.
Who's not done? Raise your hand.
Okay.
Who's all right? Who's almost done? All right, who's 1.35 done?
I'm on the second box.
Okay. That's a ninth done.
When you start?
Yesterday. We got here already. Finished flexibility.
Really?
Yeah.
You do flexibility first?
Yep. Always.
Okay.
Here, this is the book which I've been working on for some time. It's just a 10-day. They don't look bad at all.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, pens down. Pencil down. That's fine. Pencil down. Now we're going to memorize this. The idea is when you write something, the memorization portion of it becomes much more structured in your head than just reading it. So in the United States, when we try to memorize something, we don't know really how to do it because we're not trained to. But when it comes to, for example, Quran memorization, I remember the way I learned to write Arabic was when I was in Quran school, I just used to mimic how it used to look. And that I used to etch it into your head. So I just wanted to see, there was more of a practice. I'm going to send this out. But it was just to see, number one, to give you a visual picture of it by you having a visual in front of you. Because you're already computing this. It's going into your head. You're looking and you're writing it down again. So it's not English, but it's Arabic. So you're looking at the symbols and it's gonna stick in your head by you writing it. But khair, I want everyone to repeat after me, all right? So we're gonna look at this and then I'm gonna quiz you on it right after. Bismillah. So when I say it, repeat after me. Not with me, after me. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Okay. Second category. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Not Musulmani, Muslimani. Okay. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Now, what category is Muslimani and Muslimaini? Dual, good. And this is singular. Muslimun, what's the status? Okay, good. And then how about Musliman? Musliman. Huh? Nasab, very good. Muslimin? Jar. Muslimina? Nasab or jar, good. How about Muslimuna? Rafa, very good. So now we're going to go to the third category. So the way I teach it, they memorize it quicker than they would at Bayina.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they already know. So we just started number, but they already know singular, dual, and plural.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a cognitive approach of educational psychologists reading it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See. Yep. All right. So next one. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Okay. How many times? You read it twice. Let's read it one more time. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Who wants to try the whole thing? You want to try it? You really think you can do it? Or you know the lesson, right? Okay, go ahead. But you need to do it, right? Okay, I'm going to come back to you, all right? I'm going to try one brother and then one sister. Just from Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Those three categories. And think of it like this. Singular is first. So all the singular, Rafa, Nasab, Jars. Then go to dual and think of the dual, Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. And then go to the plural and think of Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. Okay? Brother Khuram. You want to give it a shot? Without looking.
Musliman, Musliman, Muslimin.
Yep.
Muslimuna,
Dual.
Muslim.
Dual Rafa. Muslimani.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini.
Uh-huh.
Muslimuna,
Uh-huh.
Muslimina, Muslimin.
Go from Muslimun. One more time. One more time. Muslimun.
Musliman.
Yep, from the first one.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin.
Yep. Musli, don't tell them.
Muslimina.
Uh-huh. The first dual. What's a dual Rafa? How do you tell? Musli.
Mina.
Mani.
Muslimani.
Go from Muslimun.
Musliman. Musliman.
Yep.
Muslimin.
Yep.
Muslimani.
Yep.
Muslimaini.
Yep.
Muslimaini.
Yep.
Muslimun.
Musli.
Muslim.
Plural. Plural Rafa. Muslimuna.
Muslimuna.
Okay, now go from Muslimun. Yeah.
Muslimu.
Musli.
Muslimun.
Yep.
Musliman. Muslimin.
Mm-hmm.
Muslimina.
Musli.
Musliman.
Yep.
Muslimaina.
Nope. Maini.
Maini. Muslimaini.
Go from Muslimun.
Musliman. Musliman. Muslimin. Muslimani.
Yep.
Muslimaini. Muslimaini.
Musli.
Muslim.
Dual. I'm sorry. Plural. Muna.
Muslimuna.
And then?
Muslimina.
Yep.
Muslimina.
Very good. Sisters, who wants to raise their hand or who wants to try? Go ahead.
Musliman. Or Muslimun.
Yep.
Musliman. Muslimin. Then Musliman. Muslimain.
Muslimani.
Muslimani. Muslimaini. Muslimaini. Muslimuna. Muslimina. Muslimina.
Very good. Anyone else want to try? Yes, your name?
Huh?
Your name?
Salora.
Sanover. Okay, go ahead.
Muslimun.
Yep.
Musliman. Muslimin.
Yep.
Muslimani. Muslimaini. Muslimaini. Muslimuna.
Yep.
Muslimina. Muslimina.
Very good. Anyone, brothers, anyone want to try one more time? There's 2 for sisters, 1 for you guys.
Now we have to have names.
You want to try? What's your name?
Mariam.
Mariam? What's your name? Isra? Okay. So who wants to go first? Okay, you. Mariam. She's like, I'm Muslim. Okay. Yep. Okay. And which was it?
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimuna,
Muslimani.
Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimaini,
Muslim?
Muslimina,
Mina.
Muslimin.
Alright, good job. I'll give you a candy, but I don't have it. Okay. Good job. So why did I go over this chart? Well, this chart is the ism chart, meaning any ism you can put on it and it'll follow this order. So any singular ism, for example, kitab, kitabun, kitaban, kitabin. How do I make it 2? Kitabani, kitabaini. Now, plural is a different story. For some words, there won't be plural. For example, how do you say prophet? There's 2 words for prophet in Arabic, right? Okay, Nabi and Rasul. So let's work with Nabi. How do I say Nabi for singular? Nabi, again. Yep, Nabi Yani. Very good. How about masjid? Stop. No plural with this one. Now let's talk about something else. Yep, masajid. But that doesn't follow this, right? Now let's expound on our notes. That's what I want to do. It ends in either una or ina. Sound plurals refer to plurals that can fit on our chart. Okay? Oh, there was one more I have to give you guys. Sorry. What's the difference between this one and the other one I gave you? This is the feminine chart. Very good. So in harmony of that, I will make the color pink. Okay, that's not pink, but it's the closest thing. All right. Muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. So let me take another word. Muslimun is masculine or feminine? So what's the feminine version of muslimun? Good. Muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. Salih is a common name, and it is Masculine. Salihan, salihan, salihin. So what's the feminine going to be? Salihah, right? Salihatun, salihatan, salihatin. Same thing here. Salihatani, salihataini, salihataini. You hear the aini and the ani? Same thing as the masculine plural. But what's the only difference? Can you tell?
No.
The ta. That's the only difference. Ta, ta, ta. Ta. So if there's a ta before your ani or a ta before your aini, it is feminine. I'm going to go over that in a minute. And then we know atun and atin, right? We know atun, atin. We went over it, right? So that's feminine. I'm going to add this too. Don't save. Where did you go, friend? There you go. Now, broken plurals. Let's talk about this. Pay very close attention to this. And after I speak about broken plurals, we will have our Quranic gem and then we'll go home. Okay? Broken plurals. We said what? They apply only to plurals. They apply only to plurals. A plural is considered broken when it does not follow the chart it does not follow the regular plural chart, which is these. Muslimatun or Muslimina or Muslimuna. Let's get rid of this. Okay. All of that. What page was it on? Sorry. 36? Okay. So at the same time, to know Arabic means you know broken plurals. And this is the golden rule. All broken plurals, every single one, all broken plurals are considered what? Singular in number and feminine in gender. Singular in number and feminine in gender. Now let me ask, it's called a plural, right? It's called a plural. So it sounds a little funny to consider it a singular word, right? So what the Arabic language actually does is that a broken plural, simply because it's not on the chart, what ends up happening is that it treats it as one entity. For example, you have the word ulama, right? Do you know the singular of ulama? Alim, right? So conjugate it. Alimun, aliman, alimin. How do you say two alims? Ali, mani. In nasab and jar, ali, maini, right? But it's not alimuna. It's just not there. There is no such thing as a plural of alimuna. So it's considered ulama, ulama, ulama'un. It's just considered one specific thing. So if it is broken, it's considered singular. So if I ask you the number of a singular of a broken plural, you will say what? Singular. Singular. And if I ask you the gender, it's always considered feminine, right? It's considered feminine. Now you may be confused. Why is that so? It's just how the language is made. It considers a broken plural to be feminine. Qalam. Let's and I'll go through some of these broken plurals with you guys. Okay.
What's your delete?
Dalil for this? Yeah. The door. That's what it is. Okay, let's take some words. Rasulun, Nabiyun, Qulubun, Basarun, Sama'un, Kafirun. So Rasulun is actually, oops, Rasulun, its broken plural will be Rusulun. Have you ever heard Rasuluna? No. Now there are some words in the Arabic language that have a sound plural and they have a broken plural. Nabiyun is one of them. What was one of the plurals I told you for Nabi? Nabiyuna, right? Well, Nabiyuna is what we had gone over. Have you heard that, right? That is in the Quran. Nabiyuna. But it also has a broken plural, which is Anbiya'un. Anbiya'un. What's the singular for well, it's actually supposed to be qalb. But qulub is what? For qalb, heart. It's not qulubuna, it's qalbun. Qalbun. What did I just do? Black. Basarun, which means sight. ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم. Absar refers to sights. Sorry. Sama'un means sky. There's two ways of saying, actually, so samawat is, so sama'un is sky. Actually, hold on. It was the wrong word. Ismun means name. Ismun, isman, ismin. Ismani, ismaini, two names. But then how do you say more than one name? Asma. أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم ما أنزل الله بها من سلطان. Yep, أسماء الحسنى. كافر. Do you know of more than one plural for this? Good. Kuffar. Kuffar and Suratul Kafiruna. But this is the broken plural. This is the sound plural. By the way, kafir does not mean non-Muslim. Kafir means disbeliever, meaning that someone was given the message of Islam and they blatantly rejected it. They blatantly rejected it. So any random Joe Schmo on the street is not necessarily considered kafir unless they blatantly have rejected Islam after it has come to them. So to illustrate this example better, and I'll finish off with it. Maryam, and your name was what? Huh? Isra? You guys want to be my volunteers? Alright, come here. Which is stand, okay, here. hold these pens on the bottom, you hold them on the top. Okay, good. How do you spell your name, Maryam? A-R-Y-A-M?
No.
M-I?
M-A.
M-A?
R.
R?
I.
Uh-huh.
A.
Uh-huh.
M.
Alright. Maryam and I-S-R-A? Okay. Maryam and Isra have several aqlamun. Okay. Aqlam means what? Do you guys know? Pens. Good. Not qalams. Aqlam means pens. We're not going to translate Arabic into Arabonics. Okay. Have several aqlam. They both read all of her, or they both, sorry, write with all of her every day. After taking them from Brother Nihal, they found out that after taking her from Brother Nihal, they found out all of her. You can put it down if you want. It's okay. If you're getting tired. Oh, the pens. No. Yeah. You tired? Okay, you can keep holding it. All of her were not the same color. Quick question. Why did I say her? A broken plural is what? No, number? Singular. So I only spoke about one person, and it's feminine. Right? So I used the word her. But really, what's it supposed to be? All of the pens, aqlam. After taking the aqlam from Brother Nihal, they found out that all of the aqlam were not the same color. Thank you, girls. You're good to go. You can take your tiara. Are you a princess? Okay.
That's not what you told me yesterday.
Oh. Okay, so all of them were not the same color. So this was used just to convey a certain point. Now to look at some of these in the Quran. Okay. سيقول السفهاء. I just want to see this off. So these three words. سيقول, and they say, who says? السفهاء. تلك الرسل. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا. The fools say, the singular of sufaha is safih, a fool. تلك الرسل, the singular of rusul is what? Rasul. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا. Oops. Umar Kamal. My whole class just saw this at RCM. Congrats. That's your khatib, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna exit my Google chat. You know, you'd think it's 2014, they can make these things a little bit more like easygoing.
Your phone.
Huh? Yeah, I know, that's great. I want to turn it off now.